Morning everyone, and I welcome you on my YouTube channel. Our today's topic is past indefinite and past continuous tense. So let's start. Structure of past indefinite is subject, second form of verb and object. For example, he killed a snake. Our subject is singular. After that, verb is there, then object is there. Student, remember this. Subject is singular or plural. With every subject we use second form of verb. Okay. In negative sentences we use subject then did not. In present indefinite do or does not is used with the subject, and in past indefinite we use did, then not, first verb and object. Also remember this, first verb is used with did. Otherwise we use second verb. In negative we use first verb with did, as did is already the second verb of do. Do, did, done. With did we use first verb. For example, he did not take tea. No or s or es is used in this tense. He did not take tea. In interrogative sentences we use helping verb before the subject, then verb and object. Did he take tea and question mark at the end. Next, interrogative negative. At first helping verb, then subject, not is there, verb and object is there. Did he not take tea? Or we can also write didn't he take tea. Okay, this one is the structure of past indefinite. Subject, verb, second and object. In negative we used did not plus first verb. In interrogative we use did before the subject, and then in interrogative negative we use did then subject then not. Now say its uses. The first one is to denote an action that took place in past with reference to the time. It means reference of time is there. For example, India got freedom in 1947. Reference of time is there, time of past is there, India got, second verb, so we use here second verb. Now students, see the difference between past indefinite and present perfect. Suppose only the sentence is like this, India dash freedom, no time is there, then we can also write India has got freedom. It means it's free now. But if the reference of time is there, then we use only past indefinite. Here see the second use, to express past action or event with adverbs like yesterday, ago, last, etc. Last time in last year, last month, last week, last summer, last winter, anything could be there. Okay. For example, Ram left for Mumbai yesterday. Yesterday is there, so we have used here second verb. Ram left for Mumbai yesterday. We can also, you have seen the stories, long ago there was a king. Mostly stories are written in past tense. Okay. The next one is, sometimes there is no reference of past tense but we use this. Remember this, no reference of past time but we use. For example, as I say, Shakespeare wrote many novels. No reference of past is here, but we have used here second verb. Shakespeare wrote many novels. Actually, the reason is we are talking about a person who is not alive. It means in his lifetime he wrote many books, he wrote many novels, he wrote, yeah, he contributed much in art. Okay. The next one is in conditional sentences. In conditional sentences, if there is would plus first verb in the main clause, main clause. In main clause, if there is would plus first verb, already we did it in present. If there is first verb, will shall plus first verb in the main clause, then we use first verb. And here we are doing this if there is would plus first verb. For example, if he worked hard, he would pass. We can also write, if I had a map, I would give it to her. See the sentence. Two clauses are there. First one is if clause. Next one is main clause. In main clause there is would plus first verb. So in if clause we fill second verb. Students, see here, the sentence is in past, but the main clause refers to future. It refers our present condition. Ki if I had a map, it means I have no map. Suppose if I had, I would give it to her. Okay. Next one is to express habitual or regular activities of past. For habitual action we use present indefinite, but the habitual action of past we use past indefinite. For example, Gandhiji always spoke the truth. We are talking about a person who is not alive. Gandhiji always spoke the truth. Second verb is here. Okay. Also remember this, to denote habitual activity of past we can also use used to. He used to speak the truth. With used to we use first verb, then second verb is not used. To is infinitive, with used to we use first verb. Okay. See the next. When two actions happen at the same time in past. In past, suppose two action happens at the same time. For example, when the CM entered the meeting room, all congratulated him. When the CM entered the meeting room, as he entered, all congratulated him. Two actions are there, two activities are there. The CM entered there and the other who were present there, they congratulated him. When the two action happened at the same time in past, we use past indefinite. Okay, next one is with if only, I wish, it is high time, etc. If only, I wish. It means in suppositional sentences when we, as we say in Hindi, कि काश ऐसा होता. That's like that. In that sentences, as for example, I wish I were a star. I wish I were a star. It means it present our present condition. It means I am not a star. If only I knew her. Second verb is used. If only I knew her. It means I don't know her. Remember this, the sentence is in past but it present our present condition. Okay. Next is, as I say, it is high time we left. The sentence is in past but it is presenting our present condition. It means it is proper time to leave. Okay. I wish I were a star. If only I knew her. It is high time we left. All these three sentences are in past but it presents our present condition. Okay students, with this our past indefinite is complete. Past continuous tense. Structure of past continuous is subject, then was or were, fourth form of verb and object. For example, he was reading a novel. With singular subject we use was and with plural subject were is used. He was reading a novel. In negative sentences we use not after helping verb. He was not reading a novel. He, subject, then was or were, not, fourth verb and object. He was not reading a novel. In interrogative sentences we use helping verb before the subject. Was he reading a novel and question mark at the end. In interrogative negative we use not after the subject. Was he not reading a novel? If our subject is plural, were they not reading a novel and question mark. Now see its uses. The first one is to denote an action going on at some time in past. To denote an action going on at some time in past. For example, she was having her breakfast at 8 a.m. She was having her breakfast at 8 a.m. The action was going on at a particular time. At 8 a.m. she was having her breakfast. We can also take another example. The bus was moving at that time. At that time, it shows past. The bus was moving at that time. Yes, see the next use. is to show that one activity was in progress while another took place. Another took place. For example, when I saw her, she was sleeping. Two activities are there. To show that one activity was in progress, it means this activity was in progress, she was sleeping, and when the another took place, which one took place? When I saw her. When one activity took place, the another was in progress. When I saw her, she was sleeping. Next one is when two actions were going on at the same time. For example, while they were playing, she was reading. See this sentence. Two actions were going on, two actions were in progress, but in this one we can also use present continuous. Both are correct here. While they are playing, she is reading. This one is also correct. While they were playing, she was reading. This one is also correct. But remember this, we can't write it while they are playing, she was reading. In one blank we can't fill present, in the other and in the other we can't fill past. In both the sentences we have to fill the same tense. If we are filling here present, in the another one also fill present, and in the first one if you are filling past, in next one there will be past. While they were playing, she was reading. While they are playing, she is reading. Both are correct here. See the next one. To show gradual development. For example, the child was growing like a mimosa plant. It means gradually the child was growing. The child was growing like a mimosa plant. And the last one is to denote or irritation at a frequently repeated action. For repeated actions we use present indefinite, but here we are saying this ki for at that action which are disapproved or we got irritated, for that we use past indefinite. For example, she was always quarreling with her husband. She was always quarreling with her husband. We can also take example. The students were constantly asking foolish questions. It means when the behavior of someone irritates you. For that action we use past continuous. The students were constantly asking foolish questions. With this our present indefinite and with this our past indefinite and past continuous is complete. Okay students, thank you.